You're living in the perfect house, so why on earth would you want to move anywhere else? I'm Ben Weaver, Illinois attorney, and today I'm going to talk about some tips on how to purchase the house that you're currently renting. So here's the deal. If you're renting a house, you're probably doing it from a small landlord, probably owns a few properties. Every once in a while, a landlord will own hundreds and thousands of properties, but most likely they own one or two here or there, and they're probably always looking to reinvest. So they may be very open to the idea of selling the house to you, especially if you've been a good tenant. They know that you're probably going to be able to get a loan quickly and close relatively on time. So you're a great option for someone who could buy the property from them. This is how I would suggest you go about doing it. First off, you got to figure out how much the house is valued. What's it cost? Well, there are a couple different ways you can go about that. You can find an appraiser, and you can pay an appraiser a set amount of money. It's a few $100s to do that. You can look at comps around the area and just talk to the landlord, see if there are any ideas about what they believe the house is worth. The bottom line, though, is that the price is really what you and the landlord come to an agreement with. The first step in terms of buying the house is figuring out what that sales price is, and it's a direct negotiation between you and the landlord. All right, so you're interested in buying the house. You've reached an agreement with what the value is, what it's going to sell at. How do you know if you're qualified to buy the house? So you need to find a lender. So there are a lot of different ways you can go get a loan for the house. You can go to a bank, you can go to a credit union. A lot of times it's a good idea to go to a loan officer at a mortgage company who can look at a lot of different rates and find out a creative way for you to buy the house. Different interest rates, different types of loans. Do you qualify for any certain types of programs where maybe you get a grant or something? There are all sorts of options out there. So definitely go to a loan officer and just see what types of arrangements they can make for you. Once you've talked to that loan officer, if everything looks good, they'll give you a pre-approval letter. And you want to take that pre-approval letter and show your landlord that, hey, yeah, you not only have the interest in buying the place, but you can afford to buy it too. At that point, you're going to want to get an attorney involved who can help you draft the contract. The attorney is going to draft the contract for you using the terms that you and the landlord agreed to. So the sales price, if you already agreed to a closing date, the terms of the loan, what the interest rate is, the terms, is it 30 years, is it conventional, all that good stuff. Most likely you're going to close on the last day of the month, because if you close on the last day of the month, then you don't have to prorate any rent for that month. All right, so you have an attorney. The attorney drafted the contract. After you sign the contract, you send it over to the landlord for their signature. They sign it, then you're good to go. You have a signed contract to purchase the house, and you're living where you want to live. It's a dream come true. So if you have any questions specifically about buying a house from a landlord, leave them in the comments below. I'm Ben Weaver, Illinois attorney, and I'll see you in the next video.